Is a man who flies a lover of guys? DC Comics has announced that one of its iconic characters will soon reveal that he's gay. Last year, the publisher, best known for Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Captain Intestine, relaunched its entire universe to make its characters more relatable to modern readers, with the company saying that while DC would introduce new LGBT types, not sure what that means, it wouldn't change the orientation of an established character. But now a DC exec explains that this policy has evolved, and another tells ABC News that the revelation will come next month. But before you get too excited, the company says it'll be a character who hasn't appeared yet, which means it can't be Superman, Batman, or even Captain Intestine, who is my favorite character. He solves problems with his giant intestine. Meanwhile, DC has announced a new comic book called Dog vs. Hog, based on this real-life event. Yes, yes! The tragedy is the hog wins, but then he's going to be eaten by the dog's family, so what does it matter?
That was better than cockfighting.
Yeah, it was. It really was. Maybe we started something. Andrew, you're an author.
I am.
Or so you claim. I haven't seen the actual books. Is DC just trying to catch up with the times, or are they making a calculated ploy to seem relevant in this day and age? Or is that perhaps the same thing?
I think it may be the same thing. What I don't like about this is it now turns every character's name into a bad sexual pun. You know, like the guy said, I'm Batman. Yeah, I'll bet you are. You know, Boy Wonder, you know, I'm Flash. You know, I mean, now every panel is going to be, you know, I'm Iron Man. I mean, they've just cheapened the whole thing.
They really have. They've ruined it. You've ruined it for me.
I have. I know.
Actually, though, I always thought that way with those characters because I have a problem. Brooke, is this just politically correct pandering by DC? And should President Obama be impeached?
I think it's great. I think, you know, if being a superhero is about having core values and inner strength and not being superficial, then why not? Why not have a homosexual superhero character? Now, what I do find sort of implausible is that one of them is supposed to be Canadian.
Yeah.
Canadian superheroes?
Yeah.
What?
That's
North Star. Happen.
He just got gay married.
Aren't you? You're Canadian, right?
I am.
Oh, okay, good. Just wanted to make sure.
I think you dated North Star. Sadly, in the late '90s, and now you know the truth.
Does North Star give you directions? Is that what North Star does? I don't know.
Only if you're in an accident.
GPS man.
Yeah. Jesse, your alter ego, Hot Topic Man, has the power to look like an old guy trying desperately to cling to his long since faded hipness. What do you make of this?
Exactly. You're right. I've been outed. No, I think if you want inspiration for a gay superhero, just go to the Pride Parade. I mean, it's always like dudes in capes, and they're always fit, you know, and they're wearing chaps and stuff, you know. A couple of them look like they've been bitten by a radioactive Pomeranian, you know, like it has that quality to it. It was funnier if you let me keep with it.
You know, he didn't like telling that joke because I made him change it. I didn't make you change it. I asked you to change it. Meanwhile, we have a question for you.
Hey, Jesse, we still have to unpack the van for the show. Can you write jokes later? Stryper needs their apps.
Because like you're a roadie for Stryper.
Yeah. No,
especially now with that little red thing.
Yeah.
Bill, what do you think of this? And who do you think the superhero is?
I was very surprised by this announcement. I thought the appropriate one was that we were going to announce a straight superhero. Open any comic book in the history of time. Is there anything straight going on there? Do any of these guys ever hook up with the actual females in the comic book? Are all of them wearing cod pieces? Does their Lycra have Lycra? Have they used anything but primary colors? Give me a straight superhero that's actually wearing pants that fit, and maybe you'll get a better audience that actually is larger than 10% of our country.
Wow. I never looked at it that way.
They're all gay.
Oh, really?
How are they not? How are they not? You know what? I have eyes.
Yes, you do.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, find me one where they don't.
I've never seen an antique serving tray get that fired up.
All right. Do you have a comment on the show? Email us. It's redeye@foxnews.com. And to leave a voicemail, my direct line, 212-462-5050. Still to come, the halftime report from TV's Andy Levy. He's our superhero.
Tonight's halftime report is sponsored by horned lizards, those small insect-eating reptiles with flattened bodies, short tails, and spike-like horns on its head. Thanks, horned lizards.